Hello, how's it going today? It's Frankie here, and I'm back with a gaming review. Now, as you can see, you could just about see in the shot there. I'll be reviewing three games today, and bear that in mind, I saw gameplay of this from Dashy Games playing these games, and I was like, I have to play it. It looks chaotic. Bear in mind, I saw these gameplay years ago, but I was too busy focusing on other games to play, so I was like, let me just get these games and judge for myself to see if it really is that good with me playing it, and it is. And the gaming views are Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, and Saints Row the Third. Now, the fourth one was going to be bought for me as a Christmas present, but by that time it was out of stock, so, you know, somebody else will get the fourth one for me anyway, and I'll review that one. Three is just enough to cram in there. Now, I've got to say my favourite one is the third one, to be honest, because the third one, the weaponry was good. The city's more detailed because the second and third one takes place in Detroit, which I didn't really realize. I thought it was like Los Angeles or something like that because I searched up and it said Stillwater's like there's something similar to that in Detroit or something like that. So yeah, it makes much more sense. The city does look Detroitish, come to think of it, and yeah, and especially the music as well. The music when you go into the crib or when you go into the HQ to look at your weapons or whatever, it's brilliant. It gets you in there. You got more choice of weapons, more choice of upgrades, more choice of like more missions. You get four missions to choose from. It's just brilliant. The missions where you have to. I think I'm not sure if it was in this one because I thought the second and third was similar, but the second Saints Row has more of a GTA San Andreas feel to it because of the quality and how the character moves, the cutscenes and stuff like that. Because the second and first one, you only have to go on one mission, one fixed mission you have to do next. The third one gives you a choice, which is what I love in these type of open world games. Fallout does that. Watch Dogs do it. I love when you have different missions to choose from. And I literally thought the open world games I had was the the best. But looking at these games here, it's intense, it's chaotic, it's incredible, it's very goofy. Everything I love in an open world game, my type of open world game right there. Those set of games, and it's addictive to play, especially the third one. The first one, the graphics, it's not. I don't like it that much. It's not. I mean, it's great quality. Don't get me wrong, it's mesmerizing, but it's not as intense and better quality as the third one. And the first and third one are remastered. Bear in mind, the first one, you're a soldier. You go on. The weapons doesn't feel as powerful as you play it with the third one. The mission is still quite dope though. Don't get me wrong in that one. Second one, you're an escaped convict and stuff like that. The weapon was a lot similar in that one. I give him that one. It's kind of similar feel to it. The sprint and stuff. Ben, you have to press I think for two of them you have to press L B to run, which is quite silly to run. I don't know why they added that. Yeah, the toads are quite goofy. I just love it. I think there was a mission, the second one, I think, where you have to actually, get information from a scientist and this big creature pops up. I think it was in this one where, or was it in the third one where you have to have like a gang and somebody have to fight gangs, and there was a part where you have to do a gang scene where you have to fight these gangs in blue and they just like got some super abilities or something like that. You can purchase properties, you obviously, purchase weapons, clothing. I'm not fan of the clothing that much. It's wastes a bit of time, but it's just sensational either way. You get well, obviously the weapons you don't have I think the third one you have more to choose from. You have a lot more weapons. The first one same, you have a lot to choose from. Actually, the third one you don't. You have to get from enemies to be honest. And what I like about it is that you can actually swap weapons of enemies and they'll still be saved in your weapons cache. So your weapon storage basically. So that's quite a cool theme, right? That's quite cool. Um, Mostly the first one I like the third one. The third one's all these qualities that you can get. It's quite difficult to explain these Saints Row games. One thing I've got to say is that you can't get on the train in the second one. I don't know why. Heard you can destroy the train, but I don't know you can't get on it. It's a bit silly how you have that feature, but you can't get on the train. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So yeah, there's a lot to explain I'm only like what 5, 6, 7% into the games, and it's mesmerizing. It will take long though. I can't lie. I didn't mention the location the first one. The first Saints Row game, it's set in like a fictional Vegas. And when you go into it, it does have a Vegas feel. And the fast traveling, um, the first one does have fast traveling, but what you have to do, you have to take a picture of El Dorado or something like that and the name of it, and it's quite silly. They could just make you discover it. I don't think there's a fast travel for the other two. The second one should have been remastered, in my personal opinion. It should have been. I don't know why that wasn't a thing. There's also like side missions. I don't know. I think yeah, the side mission is called Insurance Fraud, where I think you have to cause some sort of destruction. I'm not sure. I never understood that one. I think one of them is where you have to do like you have to help someone with a photo shoot and you're like a celebrity. And I didn't quite get enough cash for that. I didn't know what you exactly had to do. You know, I know you had to make the 4 people. I wasn't exactly sure how to do that, even though I should have remembered the controls in that one properly. There was also another one called Mayhem. One of my favorites is going to be so far, where you just cause mayhem, destruction, got that money. There's different waves you could do it in. It's mad. I haven't explored all the side missions yet. I think the gang um, side missions are going to be tough because I know I'm going to get destroyed in that one. There was one, the third one, where I have to protect, the HQ in different waves. I just use my card to just cause the damage, but you know what I mean. It's quite a dope game. The HQ plus my favourite in the third one, bear in mind, it's one of my favourites. But it seems like to me the third was more memorable than the previous two. I think because they put more in it. It's obviously the same for all of them, but I think they just put a lot more detail into the third one for us because it's the third and it's remastered. I like all the characters, especially the characters you make. It's quite funny. I like it. They need to have more goofy stuff, games like this. I'm not really sure how much storage I think I've got like 90 gigabytes left of storage, so I think that I've got enough for one more game. So I do regret getting Dishonored 2. X Triple I don't regret because it's still a good game to me back in my childhood, but it's not what it used to back in the old version. I think they should have made the old version backwards compatible so you could play arcade. So a big disappointment I didn't have that one. But these games here I'm keeping. Better Man I'm keeping. So I'm not gonna take some games back because only some games are bought for my birthday, and I don't know if I should take them back to my list. I'll keep the games I've got for now. I might get a hard drive or whatever to go with it for more storage, because there's no point deleting games, taking them back, and then missing them and wanting them back. It shouldn't wear that for me. So yeah, that's what I got to say on that one. And yeah, so time to rate them. Where's the first one? Right, this first one, I have to rate this a 10. I'm sorry, everything about this one, it's a very good game. The weapons I love, the missions are quite cool. I was on a bit of a toughy mission where you have to you have to help this guy. I think his name's Jimmy. I think we have to help him out with like getting some cargo back, and it's go to a party. It has a Watch Dogs feel to it though. A Watch Dogs 2 with the characters and the quality and the graphics. It just looks like a bit of Watch Dogs 2. Similar to when you control the characters, stuff like that. The missions it's not really that difficult to navigate. It's quite easy to be fair, just to control the character stuff like that. I like it. I think all the games are played out easy to control character. Um, and yeah, bear that in mind as well. There's question marks as well for the missions and the stores and stuff like that. Obviously, you discover them, once you got up to them. The second one though, let me think. This one I have to rate 10 out of 10 for that one. Just an absolute mesmerizing game. You know, similar amount of weapons. It's quite fun to play. The cutscenes are brilliant as well. I don't know why I remember less of the second one than I do of the other two. It's weird. Maybe because the 360 version is a bit annoying. You have to sign in to sign into your account again. I don't know why that's even a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna play more of that obviously. I like to play them in order as well. You see, so yeah, not bad graphics. It's got like a GTA San Andreas feel. Never played it, seen it played by my favorite gamer Dasher Games. Seen it play. It's actually quite a fun game as well. Don't get me wrong. The graphics and the quality of it. It's obviously going to be similar because GTA San Andreas is also 360. If that makes any sense. So yeah, it would have to be similar version anyway. Just like with Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3, similar graphics because it's 360. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for Saints Row 2. And my favorite out of all three of them so far is Saints Row 3. This, to me, is a 10 out of 10 as well. This is faultless. Saints Row 3 is just a faultless game. You get so many options to choose from. You even like get to, have like your own, customize your gangs how you want them to look, gang members and stuff like that. I still know how you recruit them yet though, so that's an if right there, how you meant to recruit them. I don't know, so yet to learn that. But it's an almighty fun game as well, especially crashing into, cars and stuff like that, and the upgrades. Forgot to mention upgrades on that one. The Saints Row 3 you need a cash upgrade. That's a bit of a different one. It gives you more to do. Yeah, so I'm working that one. Bear in mind, upgrades for weapons obviously need cash and stuff like that. So obviously cash that one. I think for the second one, I can't remember how the upgrade system works on that one. Gotta try and remember it. But yeah, it's still quite a fun game. The first one for upgrades, they have something called cheats, where you put in different things at each section. Yeah, I don't know how that even works anyway. But yeah, Saints Row 3 is my favourite. I recommend get all these games. These games are worth your money. That £15 for 3 of them. If you get the two Xbox One versions and the 360 version, then yeah, that's more better and worth it than just getting all the 360s. Because bear in mind, I did not realize the first and third one were Xbox Ones until I had to double check it. So yeah, faultless games. Good editing, good customization for the characters. Just everything's just perfect. I don't want to go into it further and further because I don't be wasting too much time. Because these are free games, by the way, so there's going to be a lot to talk about. Anyways, 10 out of 10 for all the games right here. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share everyone know, subscribe, hit the bell notification below. I'll see you in my next video.